Hey guys. Okay, so graffiti is to write or draw on a public surface illicitly. And illicit means illegally. However, graffiti and vandalism are still slightly different. I'm still gonna say this. They're still slightly different. So if chalking is a form of graffiti, I think what we should do is if it should be a form of graffiti, but since it is fairly easily washable, it should be an acceptable form of graffiti and not be put, if it is to be considered a form of graffiti, then, hear me out, then maybe it shouldn't be considered a form of vandalism. So let's say you write on a public sidewalk with a piece, or you write on a statue with a piece of chalk, right? So you write on a statue with a piece of chalk. That would be considered graffiti. However, since a statue can be washed off with some light water, with light water, you know how you put your thumb over the hose, it was halfway covered, 3/4 covering the hole, and it leaves a little slit. Well, you should be able to wash it off with light pressure. So instead of calling it vandalism, we should call it graffiti. And we should treat some type of chalking as in another category that is graffiti, but not vandalism. We could still fall under graffiti laws. However, say that the chalking on a sidewalk is neither, should be an acceptable form of making, should be acceptable because children do it and adults do it too, and it's completely washable. You play hopscotch on the sidewalk, you write numbers on their driveway. So it would be the inappropriate use of sidewalk chalk, which would be under the just graffiti category. It would be just graffiti. It wouldn't be vandalism, because you're not going to damage the statue if they have to clean it. You're not going to damage it, but it would be the inappropriate use, graffiti, also known, it would be under just graffiti, or the inappropriate use of chalk on public property, and also on property, on public or private property. That's my own 3478. So remember, graffiti and vandalism they're slightly different. I mean, more likely, graffiti artists would use spray paint. So if we want to deter them away from that, there should be less of a fine for graffiti. There should be less of a fine for graffiti or just graffiti, or the inappropriate use of sidewalk chalk. I'm Mahone 3478. And we've got to make more categories of crime. Anyway, that's 3478 for you. Bye.